We will just quickly run through the do's. There are a few things that are extremely essential here. The first is to become responsible for your own education. And I think this is very essential because for most part, we sort of assume that whoever belongs to the queer community can tell us what it's like, can tell us what words to use. But imagine having to do the emotional labor of taking care of their own problems, right? Dealing with all the shit that comes their way, but also educating someone, letting them know. That's a lot of hard work, and it shouldn't happen. All of us should take responsibility to learn and become educated ourselves and to ask questions. What we can do is have the knowledge, go back to them and say, okay, this is what I read. What is it that you relate to? I read about all different kinds of terms that have come up now. There's pansexuality, there's demisexuality, and all of this. I don't really understand a lot of it, but I did read. What is it that you relate to? Or you can say that I've read that people prefer different pronouns now. How would you like to be called? That is a much better way of engaging with the education that you get than asking, tell me what this means. Right? And coming out as an ally is extremely essential. Let's talk, for example, about someone whose child has come out to them. And these are good parents, right? Parents who are very accepting, who are very kind, who are very loving. And after the child comes out, nothing changes. The conversations don't change. The kind of content that is watched in the house doesn't change, which is unfortunate. So it's important to perhaps talk about these issues on social media or to share posts about this, right? To share videos, to comment on videos like this, to be seen as an ally. And it is extremely important to speak up as well. And it is important to call out on people who are being rude, who are engaging in microaggression. The jokes that is made, oh, that is so gay. You don't really have to sit down and have a lecture. You can just, give them a look and be like, what? That's not cool. Like, what do you mean? What's wrong with that? And establish that you are not okay with this. And this is not an okay joke to make. This is not an okay term to use. That you speak up against any injustice that happens. And this might be difficult to do with family members because, there is this whole space of, I have to be respectful. I cannot offend them. So a gentle way to do that would be to say that, see, I understand that you don't, you believe this, but I am not comfortable hearing this. To be honest is extremely important because, like we discussed before, we are moving ahead to becoming a more open society. And so it is important that we talk about all of this to the youngsters we know, to even the older people that we know, to be honest about what gender actually means, how it has evolved over time, that it's about equality and acceptance. And it has always happened in this world. A lot of the allies become very overwhelmed by the number of flags, by the number of terms, and it's constantly changing and there's so much. But it's okay. It is changing and it's always fine to just start with one step and to take things slowly and just go ahead.
You can reach out to Therapeute with queries related to mental health. And before you go, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to our Therapeute channel. Thanks for watching. See you very soon.